Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on today's video I would like to show you a few items that are what I like to call Great Depression proof foods, because you can easily and affordably get these items today and they will store for very long periods of time with very little effort on your part. With everything that is going on within our country and the world, it's only smart to be as prepared as possible. Therefore, I hope that if you get anything out of this video is that you can get prepared even if you are on a tight budget. Don't make excuses, ladies and gentlemen, because inflation only has one way to go. Last year's regular prices are this year's sale prices, and that's if we're lucky. Going forward, let me point out a few things about today's video. Number one, there will be a giveaway associated with today's video. All you have to do is get the instructions of what you need to do, and then you will be entered. Number two, I will be sharing a recipe with you that I love because it's very important for everyone to know what to do with your preps. Don't get something if you don't know how to cook it, or if you don't know if you're going to like it or not. At least try it. I always recommend that you try everything in your prepper pantry at least once so that you know that your family and you will eat it and that you know how to cook it. Number three, please excuse the sound quality of this video whenever I'm not voicing over it, because I recorded this on the bar of our new kitchen and there seems to be a bit of an echo in there. And four, for those of you who may ask, the painting in the backgrounds are that of myself, my wife, and my daughter. We went to paint night last night, so let me know which one is your favorite and which one you think is mine. You don't need any kind of sophisticated packaging for these items because they are already so dry and dense that the little bit of oxygen that gets in the jar, in my opinion, will not affect it in the long term, so you don't even need an oxygen absorber. However, I did add something to this that's not an oxygen absorber, but will help to make sure that the inside of the bottle never gets too humid in order to ruin the product inside. So if you want to enter for the giveaway, which will cost you absolutely zero, stay till the end, watch the short review that I'm going to do on a product that I highly recommend, and then enter to win within the comments section. Too easy. And I will more than likely announce the winner probably no later than the 20th of December. Let's talk about lentils for a minute. Not only are they pretty calorically dense, in my opinion, but they last a very long time in the jar without using any oxygen absorbers because they're already a very, very dry food. And ladies and gentlemen, this goes an awfully long way. I mean, I can't even tell you how many meals there are here. If you combine these with rice, just like any other beans really, you're really going to have a meal where you don't need to add any extra protein. Like this right here. This is something that I took out because it's so easy to put away. There's really no prep work. And when you open it to eat it, all you have to do really is heat it up and put it on top of some rice and lentils and you have a full meal. And this is going to last in this package a very long time, especially if you have it put away in a temperature control room where your temperatures stay on average around 55 to 65 degrees. And take a look at the macros in this. One of these small containers has 3 servings with a total of about 36 grams of protein. So this is a great addition really to any carbohydrate rich meal to make sure that you have the protein that you need. And again, this is very easy to put away for long term. And one of the things, ladies and gentlemen, that I like about lentils the most is that they cook very fast. They don't need a lot of energy to cook. And even these guys, even though they're not split like the previous ones, these will cook up probably in about 15 minutes. You're good to go. What I would do is I would just put them in with my rice and cook them together. I learned about grits when I was in the Army. It's one of the foods that I always had when I had breakfast. I always like to mix my eggs and sausage and stuff with it and put some hot sauce. And grits, ladies and gentlemen, is a Great Depression proof food. Why? Because they're not really that expensive, or at least they used to not be that expensive. But as you can see here, grits is a great bang for your buck when it comes to calories per serving. And what I like about grits the most, besides the taste, is that they're very easy to cook. They cook pretty quick, but they really fill you up. So as you can see here where it says that there's 17 servings of 1/4 cup per. I'll tell you what, 1/4 cup of dried grits is gonna do the job. It's gonna fill you up. Go ahead and add a little bit of protein on top of that in whatever form you like. And stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm going to share with you my recipe here pretty soon of my Cajun style shrimp and grits. It is delicious, so don't miss it. And another thing about grits is that it comes in different forms. This is white corn grits, so this is just white corn that's ground up to a certain consistency. This here is called polenta. This is a little bit thicker than these are, but these are made out of yellow corn. And this right here is also white corn grits. It's just a different kind that I haven't tried before, but it looks to be pretty good quality as per the ingredients because it's just grits. And in all honesty, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that if you just leave these grits in their own containers, that they will be okay for years as long as you store them in a room that is temperature controlled and as long as the packaging keeps its integrity. So just to show you how far these grits go, you see in there, that's about a little over 1/4 cup of grits in there. That's a serving. And trust me, when you see my grits recipe, I believe I'm only going to be using about 1/2 cup or so. You'll see how much grits come out of that. Now I thought I'd bring you up a little closer so that you can tell the difference between your regular garden variety grits and these are your stone ground grits. And then this is your polenta or your yellow grits. And you can tell that the stone ground grits are going to take a little longer to cook than your regular garden variety grits, which is the one that we're going to use for our recipe today. So that's something that you have to keep in mind. But most of these packages, if not all, have cooking instructions and or recipes in the back, so you can't go wrong. If you think that you're going to forget how to make grits or pretty much anything that you put away, then just go ahead and cut a piece of the instructions out of the back of any container that you may have, like this right here, and stuff it in the jar as well, and it'll always keep. Now, some of you may ask, AP, wouldn't it be best if we went ahead and vacuum seal these and got most of the air out as we could? Yes, that would be great. That would not hurt at all. That would actually be better. However, what I'm trying to show you here is that anyone can do this. Anyone can go out there and get some jars, and get some grits, get some lentils, put it away for long term and not really have to worry about putting an oxygen absorber in there or even the small packets that you see me put it in there that keeps the air in there dry, because this is already such a dry food. And I myself live in an environment here in Alaska where the air in the winter time is very dry as well. So I'm very confident that this is going to last a very long time. Now let me show you the last thing that's a very easy thing to get, and you don't have to get it pre-packaged. You can package it yourself, just like you saw me package the lentils and the grits right here, which is cream of wheat, which is not grits. This comes from wheat and not corn. And I grew up on this stuff. My mom used to make this all the time. She used to make it in a sweet way, and that's how I like it. So she used to make this, put a little bit of sugar in it, a little bit of milk or cream in it, and we were off to school after eating some of these. And this is very good comfort food, but not only that. If you can see right here, this container right here, which I believe was on sale when I picked it up. It wasn't a lot. I believe it was like less than 10 bucks for this container. It has 55 servings at 110 calories per serving, right? Not too much to say about the protein, only 4 grams of protein, 24 grams of carbohydrates, pretty much 0 fat. But ladies and gentlemen, this will fill your belly. This will fill the belly of your children if this is all you have, or if this is something that you have to supplement your other foods. Put a little bit of protein on the side with this and you are good to go. You can buy them pre-packaged like this, or you can go to the store, get cream of wheat cereal and package them yourself the way that you saw me package them here. But I believe in this case, the best way to get it is to get it when it comes up on sale on Amazon, or maybe you'll be lucky enough to find it on one of your Walmart shelves. You need protein, ladies and gentlemen. Protein is what repairs your muscles. Protein will keep you healthy. You need protein, not only carbohydrates. So any way that you can put away protein, either by pressure canning your own meats, or by freeze drying your own meats, or by making jerky, pemmican, whatever it is that you want, do it, because you're going to need it. And I believe that one of the easiest ways to put away protein for long term is to buy a pre-packaged like this. I mean, this is the easiest way that you can put it away long term, but it has to make sense. I purchased these when they were on sale a few months back, and I still have them here because I don't believe I've shown them off to you yet. But I think this is a great way to put away some good protein. You're looking at 12 grams of protein per serving, 3 servings per container. 36 grams of protein right here. You go ahead and combine this with a serving of grits, you've got 40 grams of protein in one meal. Practice with these things now. If you're going to put grits away, make sure that you cook some. That way you know that you like it before you put a lot of it away. Our cream of wheat, our packaged meats, etc. Let me go ahead and show you this recipe that I came up with for Cajun style shrimp and grits. But ladies and gentlemen, remember, this is my style, okay? So I hope that you try it because it is delicious. And starting off, ladies and gentlemen, we need 1 cup of dried grits, and this is going to be followed by 2 cups of chicken broth, which is optional. You can also use water and bouillon if you like. And in addition to the 2 cups of chicken broth, we're going to add 2 cups of regular high quality H2O. A tablespoon or so of salt or whatever you like to your taste. Now, ladies and gentlemen, cooking grits is nothing to be afraid of. It's very simple to do. Once you've got your ingredients in the pan, all you have to do is put your flame on high and start whisking. This is really not something that you want to step away from. Even if you're not whisking actively, you should still be by the stove to make sure that you don't overcook them and dry them out. Full stop, ladies and gentlemen. As soon as this starts boiling, make sure that you turn your flame down on low. So as you can see here, I'm just whisking away, making sure that the grits are being cooked evenly. And about halfway through the cooking process, I'm going to go ahead and put probably about the equivalent of about 2 tablespoons of butter. And then when it gets towards the end, I'm going to go ahead and season it a little bit with some black pepper. I'm going to add my secret ingredient, which is a little bit of heavy whipping cream or some half and half to give it that nice creamy and silky texture. And then once we've done that, we can go ahead and put it aside, let it sit, and go on to the second part of this dish, my Cajun style shrimp. Butter makes the world go around, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see here, we're starting off with roughly 2 tablespoons of butter. Once it's melted, we're going to add a little bit of olive oil in order to not allow the butter to burn or to brown. Once the pan is nice and hot, we are going to put 10 nice size shrimp. Obviously, you can get whatever size shrimp you'd like. These are the jumbos that I get from Costco. And it's a good idea to make sure that after you rinse them and wash them out, that you dry them a little bit. That way you don't have a lot of splatter going on in your pan, making a mess all over the place. Now, shrimp doesn't take that long to cook, so make sure that you have your ingredients ready. Right here, I'm using some of Evita's Sazon. That's all natural. She makes it herself. In addition to that, I use a pretty generous amount of garlic powder. I'd rather not put actual minced garlic in here because it tends to burn pretty easy. Followed up by a little bit of salt to taste and pepper. We're just going to go ahead and let these cook a little bit on this side before we turn them over and re-season the other side as well. And this meal, ladies and gentlemen, from start to finish, from prepping till you put your spoon in your mouth, literally takes about half an hour or less. And it can feed up to 2 or 3 people depending on how stingy you are with your shrimp. Like I said, grits go a very long way. You saw that I used about 1 cup of dry grits, and look at how much it made. And ladies and gentlemen, I know that we don't have smell-o-vision or taste-o-vision, so you can't smell this or taste this, but it smells great and this tastes delicious. This is literally one of my favorite meals, and that's why I make it rarely, because if I ate it every day, then it wouldn't be special anymore. And I like to finish my shrimp and grits with a little bit of Alaskan essence, extra hot, which gives it just enough of a kick where you can enjoy your meal and not be searching for water every 2 or 3 seconds. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is truly delicious. I really hope that you try this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the time in the video where I'm going to go ahead and conduct a short review for you all, and this has to do with hybrid lights. In my opinion, the best flashlights and lanterns that there are in the market. And the reason being is because this is a tough flashlight that's going to last you a very long time, if not forever. These things hold a charge. Look at this, holds a charge for 7 years. I've exhibited how tough they are by throwing them in the air as high as I could and showing you that they still work after they land. And Hybrid wanted me to show you a new light that they came out with, which is pretty cool. And this is their little hybrid puck. And before we go through any specifications on these lights, let me tell you that every single hybrid light that you buy will come with a small solar panel so that you can charge it using solar. However, you can still charge it using a USB right here, USB-C. And one of the cool features about these lights is that they allow you to charge like a personal device, i.e. a phone, in the case of emergencies by hooking up right here to this USB-A. Now, this new hybrid light puck is a 150 lumen lantern slash flashlight, and it comes with the option of you being able to use 3 different colors of lights. So first, let me show you real quick how this turns on. To turn it on, it's very simple. All you have to do is press the on button right here. Bam. And it starts out with a white light. However, you can change it between white, red, and green. And all you have to do is just push in the button and keep it pressed. As you can see here, we are now on red light. And if you wanted to go ahead and make it a little less bright, you can go ahead and put it on low. Right there, you see, it's on low. And then again, you'll turn it off. Now, if you turned it off while it's on red, it's going to stay on red. See that? Now, all we have to do is keep it pressed if we want to change it to the next color. As you can see, it's green. Same thing with the green. If you want to go ahead and bring it lower, you can make it lower by just pressing the button and you're good to go. So whatever color you turn it off on is the color that you're going to turn it back on. All right, so you see, we turned it off on green and it's still on green. To go ahead and change it again and leave it on white, there you go, we're back on white. And we can turn it off. But in addition of being a flashlight, ladies and gentlemen, you can also hang this. Let's say you have a tent or something like that, and you want to hang it off the top of your tent, or really hang it anywhere you want to hang it off of. And you can also turn this into a little lantern. See that? And even while it's in the lantern form, you can also go ahead and change colors. Boom. Boom. Red, green, and white. It's Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and put it back on light. And although this doesn't look like it's that bright because we are indoors, check out and see how it is that they work outdoors. They pretty much illuminate the entire area around you so that you can safely walk or accomplish whatever task you have to do outside. So in order to enter to win, all you have to do is include a comment under this video, include the word hybrid light, and you will be entered to win one of these pucks, which I believe is a very nice gift for Christmas indeed. And one thing I didn't mention before on the puck, this thing right here on one charge, okay, I already mentioned that this will hold a charge for up to 7 years. But on one charge, this will light for 50 hours. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I'm talking about as far as having something that you can prep with, that you can put in a corner and not even think about if you don't want to, but that it will still work when you need it to work. This right here is the Journey 700. This is one of the most, if not the most popular models that hybrid light has to offer. And this is what I like about this flashlight so much, is that it's just a flashlight. It doesn't have 50,000 things for you to have to deal with. It has a little solar panel that you can charge it with, just like the puck. It also has the ability to charge with a USB-C connection, and it also has the ability for you to charge a phone or personal device in case of an emergency. And you see these little gaskets right here, this little O-ring. This makes this flashlight waterproof. This will actually float in the water and it will not get ruined as long as you have this nice and tight the way it's supposed to be. And there is no rocket science about this flashlight. This is exactly what it's supposed to be, a flashlight. You want to turn it on? Turn it on. Too simple. You want it a little bit brighter? There you go. It's brighter. If you keep the button pressed in, it's going to give you a flashing. All right. That way you can signal someone if you need to. Turn it off. Turn it off. That's it. This thing is not a fancy flashlight. All right. That's going to cost you an arm and a leg. It's going to last you a very long time, if not forever. And it does the exact job that a flashlight is supposed to do. All right. It gives you light when you need it. Keeps it charged for 7 years. Good luck to all of you. Remember that all you have to do to enter is leave a comment under this video. Make sure that you include the word hybrid light and you'll be entered to win. And I'm going to go ahead and announce the winner of this giveaway more than likely before the 20th of this month. So keep up with my videos, ladies and gentlemen, because we're still going to be giving away a few more things before Christmas comes. God bless every one of you. God bless America. I'm Alaska Prepper. I am out.